Welcome back to Over the Hill Acres. Today's project, left rear wheel on this Ram 2500 is making one heck of a racket. I need to pull it apart and see what's up. Come along and join the fun. Let's pull this off and see what it looks like. There's definitely something in the brakes. Not sure what. Where is it? I thought for sure I'd find something in here loose, falling apart, but it's not, so there may be other issues. Not sure what's going on in here. Everything looks like it's together, but it makes one heck of a racket. I hope it's not in the rear end. Well, it's not in the main brakes. It's either in the emergency brake or the wheel bearing. So we're going to start pulling her down and see what we got here. Need to go get a hammer. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, calipers off. I need to go get some wire to wire that up so it doesn't fall. Okay, gotta remember to switch them around. Those are on backwards. Double goes on the inside. Alright. Now we need to take off the... And it's not going to just come right off, is it? I don't... Let's see what we got here. $20mm. Okay. The only problem being is that I can't get on this one with that. Okay. I may... Yeah, that ain't going to work either. Let's see. How can I go about getting on that one? Alright, well, alrighty, let's see what we can do here. First of all, trust the old wire coat hanger. Always when you take off brake calipers, wire them up and hang them, because if they fall, they will break that line. Trust me, I know. Voice of experience. You don't want to break a brake line. Oh wow, really? Yeah, that one might need to be fixed too. Son of a gun. That slide. Alright. Hopefully we can get that one freed up. Always something. Let's see. What's going on here now? Well, it does, but I want it as straight as possible. Let's see. Always, of course. Let's put on a little bit of an extension and see if we can get that back and straighter. We need some heat on that one. The only problem is my torches are not here. My son has them. Yeah, that's not looking the best, is it? I gotta get some heat on that. Alrighty, guess I'm gonna have to make a phone call. I gotta get my torches back here. Interesting. Oh, well. Alright, I'll be back. It's the next morning. It got dark on me, couldn't keep going, so I stopped. I did get it apart. I got the brake drum all off, and I found out what the issue was. The emergency brakes were so rusted up, and the shoes came off and were inside that thing clicking around and making all kinds of racket. That's at least part of my noise. I can't guarantee that was all, but we'll get this taken care of and back together and see what else we got. The next problem is the bracket that holds my caliper on. The one slide pin came out. This one is seized in there. I'm going to attempt to try to get it loosened up here. I'm not sure if I can or not. I'm going to get on that right away here so I can call and order one if I can't get it out of there. This is my only vehicle today. The wife has taken my son up to a college for a college visit, so she won't be home. So hopefully my father-in-law will be around when I figure out whether I need this part or not, so he can run and pick it up for me. So I'm gonna go see if I can get that out of there. Okay, stick this thing in the vise and see if I can work it out of there. I'm not sure. You get in there pretty tight sometimes. Let's do it this way. Not even budget, I don't believe. You know, that does have what size is that? Bigger than what I got here. Well, it is turning. Good. Might be able to work that out of there. Let me get my gloves off. Good deal. That's what I like to see. I need a punch. Oops. A little longer one. I like my fingers. Use a little pick to remove this rubber piece here. I'm gonna try to keep that in one piece so I don't rip it. There we go. There. Beautiful. So I was trying to get out. So I'll get that all cleaned up and the hole cleaned up. You didn't want to have to go and buy a new one of these. They're pretty expensive. That piece right there, I bought one for the other side, is $70. That's ridiculous. Okay, let me get some stuff here. One thing I do not have is emery cloth, so sandpaper will have to do the trick. But I gotta get a roll of that in here. Well, yeah, look at all the black stuff that came out of there. I may. Oh, yes I do. I do have a little emery cloth here. I brought some home from the shop. So, there. Let's do this. Perfect. Look at that. Shiny, clean as new. Sweet. Oh yeah, in and out real nice. Both of them, good deal. Oops. Never season on these. Yeah, look at that. In and out. Really nice. Do the same with the other one. Alright. Perfect. Let's go back up to the truck. Okay everyone, I'm back out here. Now, my fix to this is, as you see, the emergency brake pads are gone. Now, I do not recommend this to anyone. No one should ever do this. This is just my choice. I am removing these emergency brake pads and all the hardware inside because they're so rusty. No one has ever used these that I can tell. I have owned this truck for 5 years. I have never once pushed on that emergency brake, and from the looks of them, I don't think anyone has touched them since this truck was new. So you cannot get your vehicle inspected without these. I will put them back on before the inspections due. I'll put new ones on. But for the meantime, since it's a Saturday afternoon and I have no way to go get parts at the moment, I am going to put it back together without them. It will work just fine. It will not hurt the performance of the truck at all or anything. If anything, it will actually help because there will be no drag on the inside of this brake drum. So again, I do not recommend this fix to anyone. It's just my choice. I've been doing this kind of stuff long enough that I know that it's actually safe to drive this. I have no qualms about driving it. Like I said, I've never used the emergency brake before on this vehicle, and I probably never will. So that being said, totally up to you if you ever decide to do something like this. But I'm going to get this put back together because I have a ton of stuff I got to do today. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. First things first. This hub's got to go back on. I had to beat this thing off with a sledgehammer because it was rusted on there. So a good way to help prevent that from happening again is taking some Never-Seez and spraying this plate behind there. You can spray the inside of the plate on this too. Alright. Okay, now we're going to put this back on. Had so much trouble with that other one, we're going to Never-Seez these bolts too. Alright, I just realized I have one issue. I do not have a C-clamp here to compress this brake piston. I think I gotta run down to my father-in-law's, so I'll be back shortly. Well, I got it all put back together. I'm gonna put the tire on and take it for a quick drive and see if I still hear that noise. I'm hoping that it was this side. Sometimes you cannot tell which side that noise is coming from. It could be coming from the other side and it just sounding like it's on this side. That's happened many times before. The noise seems to radiate down the frame and things like that, and it makes you think it's somewhere that it wasn't. I do know for a fact that those brake pads were all blown apart in there and catching, so I'm sure that was part of it. So let's put the tire on and go for a quick drive, and then I'll report back. Well, that fixed one problem. I got rid of that creaking and banging noise every time I put it in gear, but I still have a noise coming from the exhaust, I believe, so we'll crawl under there later when it cools down and see if I can figure that out. Noises just drive me batty. But in the meantime, we will take care of all my tools and clean up this mess. Yeah, I don't like leaving my tools and stuff. You've seen the mess I had before. You gotta clean it up when you're done. It takes a few minutes to clean up and take care of the mess, and then everything will be good to go for the next round. You won't be looking for tools and wondering where the heck you put stuff. I know the filming of that wasn't the best job in the world, but trying to do this with my phone and work, I'm trying to get used to all this kind of stuff, moving things around and where they're supposed to be and when and I should turn on and off the camera and all this happy stuff. So bear with me. I'll get there. I want to try to get a different camera instead of doing this with my phone all the time, because I need to use my phone, and half the time I'm trying to film with it when somebody wants to call me. So we'll get there though. I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see how things go from here. Till next time. Bingo. All cleaned up. 3.5 minutes. Saves me a lot of work later.